We're live.
Are we?
We're live.
Look, we are! Hi! Hello, friends. Welcome back. I wasn't here the last time we did one of these. I don't know if we did a fun intro announcement, but this is Hannah and Will. We're doing another cute little Bards and Crafts stream. I believe we're both painting some fun things. And thank you for coming to join us. This is something we're trying out. I think it's fun. I think more time with you guys is always great. And getting to show you guys a little bit behind the curtain of what we do, not on Mondays, to help out for Mondays, is great. I'm a big fan of all of that. So I think Hannah today is doing some fun, like, Initiative Island work, because God knows we need new trackers, all new characters. And everybody shush, don't tell my players. But I have got this little thing that I'm going to be finishing, tweaking, and doing some shading on. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is like an enemy that people may or may not be facing in the immediate future. So, got to do some work making them look a little older than they currently are. But I hope all you guys are well, having a grand old time. And just thank you for joining us.
I think the sound is good. Sorry to interrupt.
Sounds great. No,
yeah.
Please.
I would peek behind the curtain, gang. I was really worried you weren't going to be able to hear both of us at the same time. So, yay.
I'm sure you'll see my son at some point, but he's being a brat, so he's not. I've kicked him out for now. I don't know what the hell is going on in the wider world today, but there is like some Microsoft Windows update completely like butchered most modern technology today.
Oh, I heard about that.
Flights are down. My supermarket, when I stopped in there for some coffee creamer this morning, and all of their scanners are down.
So you got it for free?
No, they had like toast tablets they brought in.
Oh, damn.
Sadly, you got it for free. That's my least favorite things people say when you're checking, like, I'm checking them out for whiskey or something at the distillery, and they're like, I don't see this on the cashier's sort of checkout thing. Then I get it for free. Shut your ass up. Semi-original. Did I shade this too much? Maybe I did. Who's to say?
I just realized I have nowhere to put paint, so I'm looking around, trying to improvise on what I can cover. Oh wait, there's something from electronic. We're gonna use this.
This works.
Hi team, hi chat. I saw somebody say, I realize how much the Cordia map looks like the map to, what is it, your lake in your hometown or something? That's wild.
Yeah, this is looking better. In a moment, once I've done shading this guy, I'm going to try making a really weird rust paint from like, I think the red paint's mostly okay, but I have some, I don't know if anybody in chat has used Citadel paints before, but if they are left to their own devices for too long, i.e. since the pandemic, they like separate and do strange things. They get new textures, which I think might end up looking really, really cool if I can use it to my advantage, but we'll see. We'll go on that journey together.
It's part of the art. The art is helping.
Exactly.
You.
It's art of its eighth life. Things have been let sit for too long. Now, does that look right? It needs a little something else.
Winter Cameron says, Will, could you shake it like a Polaroid to mix the oils?
So I did. But like most of the paint from this one, this is a Citadel layer Sycorax bronze. And it has completely separated, and most of the pigment has hardened into a physical substance on the bottom of the pot. And there's this weird biological looking fluid that has been left over on the top, and that's what I'm going to be used to sort of mixing with the red paint. And it kind of the weird biological fluid ends up carrying most of the metallic sort of coloration with it. So I think it actually might work really, really well. Yeah, Sam, that is what I said, and it is in fact what I meant.
Biological fluid. I'm just gonna check chat to see who's all here.
Please.
We have the Big M. Hello.
I saw a sub from the Pied Piper earlier.
Ooh. Stormy
It's not a
Sunshine.
name I recognize, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Half Pints here. Tangerine, Michaela, Winter. I love
Tangerine,
bagels
I hope
and
you enjoyed your
schmear.
stay in New York, in our fair realm.
Yeah, Tangerine, I want to know what you ended up doing in Queens.
Yeah, I like was gonna give you a recommendation for Jackson Heights, and then I realized it wasn't in Jackson Heights. It's like in Sunnyside, because I'm a fake Queens fan.
Yeah, if you'd gone to Flushing, I would have been like, oh, go to the head spa, or there's like
Flushing
so much
slaps.
good food over there. But
And did I see Daniel's in the chat?
Danny
Danny
Boy is
Boy?
in the chat.
The pipes, the pipes.
Sweet Lua is here.
Little extra.
Sam the Catmon, hi King. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. 3 more days for the big.
Ooh, Lackluster Trash Bag. Amazing name.
Oh, okay. Use
You
the
know
ball
them?
the ball bearings. Michaela, thank you. I actually, do I have any? That's a brilliant idea from a better painter than I am. Tangerine. Okay, it's on the way between Sunnyside and Jackson Heights. There is a fabulous little bar called PJ Horgan's. Thank you. PJ Horgan's. They do the best shepherd's pie I've had in New York City. So if that's something that interests you, it's great. And Flushing has like more food options than you could ever dream of.
If it wasn't such a bitch to get out to Flushing, I would.
And it really is, sadly.
Yeah, I would go there all the time. They would have all my money.
It's like annoying to get there from me, and I'm on the train line that goes straight there.
I just want to shout out, we have a first-time chatter who's catching up on, I'm assuming Ballad of the Nightmare Crew, but they're called Lackluster Trash Bag. I've been too deep in catching up that this is my first live stream I'm here for, LOL. Hello? We're happy
Hi.
you're here.
Welcome to the mad world of Bards of New York. It only gets more chaotic from here. This is about as chill as it ever gets. See, you're on that next level, Eli. On that next level.
The Big M says, might have to do an NYC eating trip at some point.
You should drop in the Discord your Hero Forge, the picture of your Hero Forge mini for Welby. I think that was a fabulous visual aid that I got to see, and I think everybody should get to see that.
Dan's asking if we're making our new pins. I am. I'm priming them. But tell me what color you want your penguin boy to be.
I almost certainly know what color he's going to say. I'm going to guess Bubbles is going to go green. Like his time magic.
Ooh. That was some nice ASMR.
My paintbrush! Mr. Frodo! Oh, you know what? Let me introduce you all to my son if he's not going to attack me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Coming over from TikTok. Love the content from over there, and I'm excited to catch a live. Hello, big bad evil guy Brina. Hello. Check out Will's son.
my big boy.
Have you told the people what his amazing name is?
His name, as Aslo Maison got in the chat. Calzone. A delicate piece of dough stuffed with marinara and cheese.
Love
He's a
Murder
really big
Rose.
boy, and if I keep him here too long, oh god. Yeah, bye. Get out of here.
He's gone.
He is part Maine Coon, part tuxedo cat, part maybe whatever the other one is, Siberian I think, or something like that. We have no idea. He was a street cat.
He's a street cat no more. Now he's a sweet baby boy.
Tangerine, unless it's closed. Did it close? That would be really bad. Oh my god, it permanently closed. I want to throw myself off a bridge. That's terrible, it turns out. Terrible news. Rip my shepherd's pie. Well, in the same sort of neck of the woods, what the hell is it called? Let me go on the map. The alcove's like mid by there, but it's a few blocks down. Get out! Calzone, please. This is the issue. He's now just gonna like screech at me for the rest of. Oh, the Skillman is another great one. That had the second best shepherd's pie, and it's just down the road. The Skillman, it is on, shockingly, Skillman Ave and 46th Street. That would be my other big Queens wreck. A street cat named Calzone. Oh no. That is what he is. That is what he is.
That's really funny.
Yeah, they thought, so he'd been like living on somebody's porch for a year or so, and nobody took him in because they thought he was feral. And he was just hungry. He was just a hungry boy. And now we're taking him in, and we think he turns 5 this year. Isn't that right? See?
But he's gonna live forever.
Yeah, we're actually working on the elixir of immortal life specifically for his sake. Because we're not doing that. We're not playing that game.
That's what I tell Ava. Every time someone's like, wow, she's 10? Like,
no, she's actually like 10 years into being immortal, so don't worry about that.
We've got her on a plan here.
We've got her on a plan. Okay. Oh yeah, he's already looking so much spoopier than he was at the beginning of this stream.
Am I nervous when Rachel comes into chat when she's on break from doing law school, law bar test prep, and she sees me painting and
yes,
I get critiqued? She won't critique me. She's very kind. But when we went and worked on the table before we installed it in our studio, it was so intimidating to be with Rachel and Mackenzie because they're so...
I believe that.
I mean, they're professionals,
This is like
right?
what they do.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it in the other way around, because I remember Rachel was saying that she was so nervous to come join us and stream on Bards for the same reason, right? So, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's all about giving each other grace.
Yep. But in my head, I was like, I worked in the shop for 4 years in college. I know what I'm doing. And then I got in there and I was like, I've forgotten everything. I know nothing.
It turns out I do not know what I'm doing.
But yeah, you're totally right.
I see that big man Woody is in chat.
He's back from the forests.
Back from the wilds.
The woods.
Woods is back from the woods.
The Big M says, oh, you have someone prepping for the bar. I salute them. Yeah, our bard Rachel, who comes in and out of streams and is very much a huge help behind the scenes, is a lawyer, and she is taking the bar test in less than a week and a half. So, chat, send her all of the good study vibes and all of the good test vibes, because I know she will really appreciate it.
And not only is she did she feature a couple times on Nightmare Crew, I'm feeling that there might be another campaign that she'll feature in.
She's chefing something up.
Who's to say? That's between me and Rachel. But I'll let that for the Bards and Craft stream.
You and Rachel and whatever god Rachel decides to follow.
Yeah. We certainly haven't decided that one already. I fucking love anybody who uses Citadel paints. Nuln oil. It's elite. It took me like 3 years to find. And this isn't even the full paint. This is just the shading one. But it's really working out. It's making this, what was a gleaming sort of robot mini, look bursted. Calzone.
Where'd you get that mini?
I found this one. I was looking at Hex and Company for minis because I couldn't go to the big mini selection at Complete Strategist, and they actually didn't have any. So I was like, "Fuck it! I'm gonna buy a blind box and hope that I get something usable out of it." And it was perfect. This was the big mini in the box. It needed some doctoring, but that's what we're doing here. So I think technically this is an Auramac mini, which are like essentially celestial constructs.
I was gonna say, just like based on the webcam view I have on it, it kind of reminds me of those. You've finished all of Jedi Survivor, right?
I think I'm near the end, but I haven't actually finished it yet.
So the like constructs that you come across from the Old Republic, kind of has those vibes.
Totally. That's definitely not far off from what I need it to do, actually. I just need it to look old.
All right, let's
see. It's
see
certainly starting to look that way. Yes, what is it, boy?
Let's see what.
Do you all hear that?
No. Well, at least I don't. Is he meowing?
Would you like one more cameo, Cal? He's like, I couldn't want anything less.
Show us the star.
Okay. What time is it, folks?
It is 11:30.
Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. Let me give him his food. He'll stop bothering us.
Excuse me. Oh, big boy. Oh, he's talking. Come on, say it in the mic. He's a voice actor in training.
Let's go, boy. Come
on. Well, while those gone, I'll check up on chat. Let's see. The big M. If it's the New York bar, she'll need all the energy.
Little baby.
I suffered through the Virginia one, and from all accounts, New York is worth. Yeah. Good on you for completing any bar exam, the big M. I've heard the New York bar exam is intense.
It won't be intense for Rachel. She's going to dominate.
Yeah,
It'll be easy.
Incredible.
One and done. Yeah, it is, Eli, the just the paint version of duct tape. Like, this doesn't look exactly the way I want it to. Null oil? This shading variant of it is super, super light and watery. So it essentially is just like a hyper version of a dry brush. You can just sort of slap it on anything, and it slinks into the grooves. It weathers everything really well. I might be going a little overboard with it, but that's just how we're gonna roll today.
Is Eli in YouTube chat?
Eli's here. Ella Chandler.
Oh, I didn't know that was him. Hi, Eli. And I see Thuromar is in chat. Hello, friend.
Okay, let's let that dry for a sec. Well, I'll do one more coat on the back first, and then we'll start concocting our Spec Ops Fox on it.
Hello, friend. I do have to bring up something for you, Will, because I think it is... You can explain maybe where the name came from to chat, but everyone can't get over the Hareem jokes.
So, John and I were talking about that yesterday, just the fact that that's going to stick for the rest of the campaign. Hareem, Chub Hareem. Hareem, Chef Hareem. So... Okay. This is for the Bards and Crafts chat here. Hareem, Lord Hareem, came about because I was sitting. John and I both work at the same place. We both work at Great Jones, and we were sitting together in our sort of staff cupboard. And I was writing some D&D planning things. I was building the Copper Legion, and he then started talking about his campaign his home game that he was DMing, and he was talking about somewhere that his players had gone. to meet like a baron, the lord of the town. And he said this in a weird way. He was like, so they went to go to this place, and they met the ruler, Lord Harim. And clearly it was an addendum, but I didn't hear it that way. I heard Harim, Lord Harim. I sat there and I did a double take and went, wait a minute, what did you just say? And before he could even answer my question, before he could even explain himself, I was scribbling furiously in my notebook. And that was probably about 6 months ago now. And it's over. He was born that day, bigger than I was. And now is a foundational concept for Regulus Prime.
For the front runner contender for Chat's husband.
Yeah.
A glorious gift. Easily my favorite to drop into.
He also, like, I just love how magnanimous he is. Like, everything is ours. That's when we were first building Welby with Eli, is that it was our farm. As soon as Harim found something he liked about it.
Oh yes,
ours.
the sanctity of our farm is in danger.
Tangerine. Good.
I
Well,
love
okay.
him.
So the Chat's husband thing, I'm hesitant to give that title to JB simply because he's a PC and he might end up somebody else's husband. You know what I mean? And of course, so did Rittenhask. But Rittenhask became Chat's husband because he was this like. Damn it! I feel like JB might. He's gone forever. But yeah, I think Chat's husband does the official title of Chat's husband is a beloved NPC.
Yeah.
If that's only by tradition alone.
And it's, like I've said before, Chat's husband in the first campaign didn't come about until after like 20 episodes. And I think it was Nemi who started calling him Chat's husband first.
And like we have time, you know, this is early days. He may be a contender.
Definitely.
Harim or Harim. Harim husbando Harim. But it's early. You guys haven't even passed the exam yet.
Yeah, we could TPK and...
I mean, Tangerine, you're so right. I'll be real with you. Like, the power is out of our hands.
You don't get to pick our husband. That is so true, Tangerine.
Harim husbando Harim. Okay, this is gonna serve for now. So let's see if I can make... No, I need to darken the base more. It's just not at the same level of everything else yet. Got one more coat.
Rittenhask will forever be my hubby. Lackluster trash bag. I think that's true for a lot of people.
True for Ryujin.
Yeah. True for Woody.
It is true for Woody. I never would have expected that Rittenhask would become his first Baldur's Gate playthrough character.
I know.
That speaks to the weight that Rittenhask holds. Because I don't know, for those of you who've never played at the table for D&D before, or even maybe just never DM'd before, but I know that like I end up having characters from my D&D campaigns that then become sort of more all-encompassing than that, right? Like my Xbox gamertag is my original D&D character who makes an appearance in almost every D&D campaign I've ever done. Just because, you know, it's that classic George R.R. Martin self-insert bullshit. It's almost impossible not to indulge that creative urge. But I wouldn't have seen that coming for Rittenhask. He almost died a number of times, moments after he was introduced.
Yeah. I wonder, for those who've played Baldur's Gate, can you guess who Woody had Rittenhask romance? For his first playthrough, I should say.
I do know this. He wasn't a random encounter table. That's the craziest part about him. Okay, we are now going to play Paint Alchemy here, folks.
Is this to mix color or mix...
I love that you guys went
consistency?
Will for the Ryujin thing. May I posit? I'm not a Will hater out there, but I think Ryujin is the Will archetype, but slightly improved.
I would agree.
And that's not the actor's fault. I think they wrote Will into a number of corners in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I heard that they had to rewrite a lot of his stuff in
They
late
really-
stage.
Did you play early access? I forget.
No, I did not.
So early access, he was super interesting because he was really, really cagey about his warlock nature. Like he was like, yeah, this is just a replacement eye. It definitely doesn't do anything special, and you had to like roll an Arcana check to even understand that it was a sending stone that he was sending messages back with. He was not edgy. He was still like, I'm a Robin Hood type, but he was more sort of like Arcturus coded. Like there was something going on that you didn't like. Why isn't he being open? Why they had to rewrite him, I don't know. Also, everybody was super mean in early access, like way meaner than they are now. Like Shadowheart would like not even look at you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just curious. Okay, wait. Paint alchemy. Here we go. I'm gonna try something kooky and crazy.
Just chat.
I don't think
So
anybody's
all
guessed the
great
right answer yet.
guesses, but Rittenhask romanced Lae'zel.
Come on, guys. It's low-hanging fruit.
Because Woody's playing Rittenhask, and Woody loves a woman who's a little mean to him. But he can turn into a cinnamon roll. He's like, it's like the female power fantasy of like, I can fix them, you know, they're a monster, but not a monster with me. Like, that's Woody with his fantasy characters.
Okay, we're gonna try that. Almost
Hi,
a disaster.
Qua. Hello, welcome into the Streamio.
They've just patched another fun patch in Baldur's Gate, apparently. There's more legendary actions and other fun things going. I think that we're getting close to the last patch for the game.
Oh, really? Do they
Yeah.
have mod support yet? Because that's something that...
That's coming out. If it hasn't just come out, it's coming out shortly. And that does need to happen. Hee. Silver. And then let's see if I can't use any of this like biological fluid paint.
Oh. Yummy.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. This paint should not be. I think this is a really nice idea in theory, but a really useless idea in execution. No. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, wait. Yes. Come to me. We're getting there. Oh, I see the vision. It's here. It looks nasty, but it's here.
Woody in the chat says, I'm her little calamari as we fight in space in reference to Lae'zel.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, did Rittenhouse go calamari? I sort of forgot that.
Janasi Kwa says, I love poetry. A lot of times it doesn't feel like I'm writing it, but merely a vessel for it. Makes me feel less creative and more cosmic.
Say less. I'm sure every poet in history would heartily agree with that sentiment. Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
It moves through you.
We're cooking with gas now. Let's leave that be. Thank you, Winter. You see me.
How's everybody's weeks? What is everybody up to this weekend? What are you up to this weekend, William?
What am I up to? It's a lot of work. Emily's gone away for the weekend to visit her sister in Philly, so essentially I think I'm mostly just going to be playing Dragon Age.
Nice.
Right? Like, I'm in the middle of my Origins playthrough. And I'm trying... hopefully I'm going to get through all three before the next one comes out, so... that's what I'm doing. Thrifting for an altar?
What?
I want to know what that's about, trash bag. Okay, here we go. We're going to try this with dry brushing with the biological rust paint. I'm going to need a bigger brush for that. That little brush is not cutting it.
Heading up to see various LARP friends, hanging with one tonight, and then meeting a bunch more at a Renaissance garb sale in Baltimore. That sounds so cool and fun. The Bards have yet to all go to the New York Ren Fair. But I've heard that the Ren Fairs in Texas, where Woody's moving for temporarily, are really good. And I kind of want to use it as an excuse
did you guys
for us
watch
all
the
to go.
documentary about it?
No.
There's a documentary about the Texas Renaissance Fair and about like the sort of Shakespearean power dynamics that go on because they essentially built a town to house this fair. It's the biggest Renaissance fair in the country. And it's a really interesting documentary because it's half documentary and half like stylized film using the same people. But if I've learned anything from it, it's that you are right, that it's a big deal down there.
I know, I don't know if Dreamy's in the chat, but I know Dreamy's been to them. And most of the Knights of Silver Crew have, because a lot of them live in Texas.
I may have fucked up here. We'll find out. This thing does not want to dry brush the way I want it to. This like bioorganic paint. It kind of does. It kind of does.
Bioorganic makes it sound like it's made of like skin and blood.
It kind of felt that way to mix because like the paint had gone solid, so all these like jelloid organoid pieces in this paint that I had to like smush around to get it to do what I wanted it to do. But it's actually patience.
I want to live in a Ren Fair town. That would be so fun. Winter has redeemed hydrate or die straight. I have coffee. That is a...
I have coffee also with ice in it.
Delightful.
Are you ever self-conscious about your swallowing sounds, or is that just a me thing?
No, I hate you. I just choose not to think about it.
When I was in high school, I was really self-conscious about my stomach growling.
In high school, I actually think that's so fair. It's such a like intimate sound.
Yeah.
That you don't need anybody else to hear.
I'd be in like speech class, and it'd be like right before lunch, and you know how you like start like I would go to school like 6 a.m. and then like not eat until 11, 12.
Right.
And so like I'd be sitting in speech class and it'd be super quiet and my stomach would just like growl so loudly. Everyone would turn and look at me.
That's rude of them to have done. Everybody's stomach growls, guys. Pick your own strawberries. Like, deal with it yourself. I feel like that's sort of what ends up happening in high school. Like, people get judged for the things that every single human being has to go through and do, but only certain people talk about it.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
were just talking about this the other day about how like the kids who were kind of troublemakers in high school probably just like were more with it. And so when teachers like told them to do stuff and the kids were like, no, you like this is all made up.
I have a request. Let me find him. Is he under the bed? Give me a point. Big point. Come here.
Troublemakers equal aware of the farce. Yes, 100%.
Give me a point.
My oldest is starting middle school next year and I'm terrified. I mean, it's a rite of passage, right? Like, we have to all endure it. It socializes us, but I was bullied in middle school and high school, so I understand the fear. But you're a great mom. I'm sure your baby will be fine.
Cousin is currently under the bed. He likes to eat, and now that it's hot, he hides under the bed. But if he comes out, I'll show him again. Big baby, come on. You can see his little marshmallow feet.
Oh.
It's under there.
Oh, you're so cute. I just want to cut his paws off and put him in the microwave.
Yeah. That's disappointing. Drop of precious oil. Okay.
Our art goddess is in chat. AKA Yishi.
Queen. With the rudest act imaginable of just dropping that fucking mob boss A-list art on us.
I know.
Without warning. Okay. Alright, that kind of looks fun.
Oh, let's see if the boys have responded to what color they want their clothespins.
Big boy!
Yep, you're right. Dan said green.
I know. I knew I was going to be right.
Alright. John said black. Kyle said, just sent a gif of the blue Power Ranger.
There it is. So you have to paint it in the color scheme of the blue Power Ranger.
Okay.
How's it? Come here. I'm just going to try and trick him out. Hang on.
Okay.
Big boy, come here. There we go. Got him.
Got him. He's such a good boy.
Come here, boy.
I have set my paint water and my coffee as far apart as possible because sometimes when I do paint by numbers, I put them right next to each other, and the amount of times I like hover the paintbrush over my coffee.
Yeah, nope. Okay, Calzone, let me just move my paint out of the way so you don't get involved. Let's see if... Do you want to speak to the microphone? Do you want to say anything to chat?
I wish... We need a calzone mic.
Yeah, boy. That's him. That's Calzone.
Sweet kitty boy.
He's just a big boy. Yeah?
Or a full-time cat cam. Does Calzone hang in like one place enough that you could have a cat cam, or does he kind of
No.
move around?
He's all over the map. Yeah, go on. Now you can go back under if you want.
Hi, Sherry.
Oh no, I spilled paint on my shorts.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, I didn't spill paint on my bloody shorts. It was the fucking God damn it. Well, good thing I'm wearing essentially workout clothes. Nobody cares.
Does acrylic come out? I can't remember.
It might. I don't know if these are acrylics. This is Citadel bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's fine. It is what it is. I'm not that pressed. Okay. Where's my beast?
All right, I'm gonna go grab colors. I'll be back.
Do it. I will be right here. Let's see. Is this going to work? Sherry! Hi! Oh yeah, that's kind of doing what I wanted to do actually. It's repurposing the base. This is almost like coppery red, and then I'll null oil on top of that again. A bird on stream? Absolutely wild. Oh, this is right. This is right. Squee-wee. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're just sort of getting started here. He says an hour into the stream. Is that coppery? Yes, it is. Nice. Should I have done this before I layered it in null oil? Maybe. this will allow me to redo it. Sherry, I've got a fun mini that I'm cooking up for perhaps the next session. We'll see. And Hannah's doing the new Trackers on Initiative Island.
Mm-hmm. I've lost my hair tie. It's a tragedy. Oh well. Okay. We're gonna do green first. Currently doing course evaluations for like, are you a teacher, Stormy?
Perfect. Let's let that sit for a sec. And we'll go back over with the oil.
Sneaky Elephant is making earrings. That's cool. Are you using like clay? Or are you doing metal work? That's so cool.
Sanding a set of dice? Hell yeah! This is fun. This also helps me feel like I can be productive without too many distractions.
Yeah. It's amazing what body doubling can do.
Mm-hmm. The WeWork thing suddenly makes sense.
Yeah. Did you ever do that when you moved to the city? Did you temp and like go and work at those kinds of places?
No, because I mean, when I first moved here, it was late 2018, and shortly after that I got the like Batman gig where I was like running around the Middle East, so I wasn't even here for that long. And then the second I got back in the beginning of 2020, I just started working at Hex & Company, and there it was.
Well, and now you're here with Great Jones, so.
Yeah, longest I've ever worked anywhere. It was 3 years last month. Feels
but
nuts.
Woods and I worked at. Ava's coming to the studio. If you see a shadow move behind me, that's her.
That's what it is. I vaguely remember you guys working at a temp place.
Yeah, but we go to like, they weren't WeWorks, but they were kind of like WeWorks.
Sure.
For the rich people. And you just sometimes just stand there and get paid like a crazy amount of money just to tell people where to go. You were like a human sign. But then other times for temping, you'd like I met a bunch of cool like Congress people at this event for like women in powerful positions.
Okay.
Like, you get like free stuff when you go to events and they have like leftovers. Temping was cool. I really liked it.
That's
and
kind of fun.
You meet like other people who are kind of in the creative field usually.
In
and
that
then
world.
Also, sometimes you meet some interesting people, I will say.
Some unfortunate folks.
Yeah. But then it's also like when you first move to the city, I think a great way to like learn the city because you're constantly going to different places. Yeah, I didn't think I'd like temping as much as I ended up liking it.
Liking it.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly good to know. That like it was something that was more like felt manageable. Because sometimes I think it sounds daunting, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's scary at first, like for sure, because you're like, I know nothing about this job, and I'm just expected to just like show up and do it.
Do the thing.
Yeah, but then like once you just accept that like it's always the first day of the job, then you like stop stressing about it because you're like,
I love that.
I don't know.
Yeah. This is doing what I want it to do now. It looks both new and old all at once. Damn, I'm excited for this fucking dungeon crawl on Monday. Not to give too much away, but it's definitely like a proper old-fashioned dungeon crawl. At least in structure.
Somebody said it's 2 a.m. where they are. I lost the chat. It escaped me again.
Yeah, it was
I'm
Pied
sorry,
Piper.
chat. Oh.
2 a.m. That's what? 11. So it's now 12. So that's a 14-hour time difference.
Are you in? Was that China? Or is that 12 hours?
Maybe Australia.
Yeah, where are you, friend? Somebody says hi from Italy. That's amazing.
Hi, Australia. What? That's crazy. Like things I never would have expected 3 years ago when we started Bards. Oh, this is.
Oh, nice. Where in Australia? We have at least a friend in Australia who I used to live with / would used to date.
What?
So we know a little bit about Australia, just a little bit.
And there's a sweet dog in Australia we know.
A sweet dog.
Hunts for chicken.
I know. I miss that sweet boy. He has my heart. But he's happy.
And that's truthfully all that actually matters.
Yes. That's why dogs are children.
Baby, where's my... Oh my. You happy down there? So the thing about Cal's, he has like a puppet chin. He has like a little, looks like a little movable mouth that you would put on like a, Slappy the Dummy.
What?
That's all I think about when I look at him.
What is Slappy the Dummy? Is that like a...
I would recommend reading some Tasteful Goosebumps.
Oh, see, I didn't read those because I was afraid they were gonna scare me as a kid.
They did. I was reading them when I was like probably 8 or 9, and they were scary.
Yeah.
Very scary. There was a choose your own adventure one in a fairground that scared the shit out of me. All right, we need something else. I don't know yet. I just want to highlight these little ridges more. But this is definitely better. I have such limited paint coloring here. I wanted to do like a little bit of like patina on it. Or patina, whatever you say, like that, the green teal rust.
Yeah, I think patina is the right word. Because I heard... You know what? I heard Rachel say it, and Rachel knows her shit, so I'm just gonna assume it's right.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
Say cheese and die! Oh my god. Haunted Mask. Night of the Living Dummy. Is it All My Friends Are Dead? Whatever that one was.
Someone, I think.
There was the werewolf one too that scared the crap out of me. Yeah, R.L. Stein had it cooking, that's for sure.
Did they write something else? Why is that last name so familiar?
I don't know.
Like other children's series? Or maybe...
Potentially.
Hold on, I'll be out. I'll be back. Ava needs to be let out. She's staring wistfully at the door.
Wistful, good. Free her from this eternal torment. Oh yeah, this is doing what I need it to do. Do I have regular black here somewhere? No, of course I don't. I'll have to go get that from back there. Egg Monsters from Mars. I don't know if I've read that one, but it sounds iconically R.L. Steiny, so... Maybe I'll dry brush this a little silver just to get a little bit of that metallic sheen on it, and that will work the way I want it to. I just don't have any like green or teal or even blue paint. Let's see if I can get any more of these little details in. Affection. Yes, that is a great one. God, I had a favorite that I read to death, and now I can't even. It's been so long. I can't remember what it even was.
This is a part of culture I have no knowledge of.
This was like it coincided so nicely with my Animorphs phase. Like they scratched the same itch on two sides of the coin for me.
Oh, I loved Animorphs.
Now, Animorphs also got super scary with the evil gorilla aliens.
Yeah, or just the Yerks. Isn't that what they were called?
Yeah,
The things
yeah,
that go in
yeah.
your ear. Those scared me.
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time there, Bex.
I'm about to send books to people. Hey,
Fund the education.
I love reading. I was talking about hobbies with, I think it must have been my parents or something, and my dad was like, well, you've always, like, your hobby's been reading. And I was like, oh, I didn't even consider that a hobby. That was just kind of like a part of my lifeblood.
What I did, yeah. Alright, I think, let this dry. I'm gonna rinse these off. Well, actually, let's put a little red in its
Tangerine said she got on the subway the wrong way. You are not the first, nor will you ever be the last.
Nope. I still do that.
Siento.
The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. There it is. Damn.
I always accidentally get on the B or D train when I mean to get on the A train.
Yeah, for me, it's if I'm trying to go local on the R, I'll just end up being on the N, and I'll be in Brooklyn, suddenly. I think this is not where I wanted to be today, but... Yeah, how long do you have? Sounds like you must have a good amount of time, Tangerine. If that is not a worry. Okay. Let's see. Silver. Let's get the black. Oh, yeah, you have forever.
Subways scare the fuck out of me. They can be a little overstimulating. Bexolotl. I fell out of reading for a long time, so I made an effort to change it this year. So far, I've read 29 books since January. Holy shit, that's a lot of books, Bexolotl.
Wow.
Are they all are they of different genres, or are they all like one? Does one genre kind of speak to you more? Someone asked, what are subways like? We don't have them around here.
I mean, Subway, if you go to the UK, subways are well maintained for the most part.
They don't run 24/7.
No.
That's there. If I could combine the tube and the subway, the New York MTA together, it would be a near perfect train.
Because the trains here, they run all the time, but it is the fucking Hunger Games down there.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very openly. Just the Hunger Games. And by that I mean like you
You fight for your place on the train.
Okay. Well, John said black, so I'm gonna start with black because that's easy. And I don't have to color mix.
Love that. I keep hearing good things about this fantasy novel called The Will of the Many. I almost picked it up in a Waterstones in England, and then I didn't, because I was like, do I really need another, like, Greco-Roman inspired fantasy? But I keep hearing it being called, like, a life-changing book.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna maybe check that one out.
Interesting.
But I'm still finishing up the audiobook of The Masked Empire. And then I've got I'm still rereading To Winter Nights.
Yeah, I want to see if there's an audiobook version. Since I read it, I want to see how the performance for the audiobook is.
Yeah.
Because that would be fun. What a fun audiobook, like, production that would be, to have either multiple people or, like, just, like, a handful do all the stories.
Do the whole thing.
Michaela Art asks, so Hannah, are you just adding names to the clothespins? No, I don't. If you can see in the video, Rachel made this beautiful initiative island for us that lets us easily track initiative. Because before, Woody would just grab a line sheet of paper and in really big words, he would write our initiative and then tape it to the wall where we could all see it in our studio. And then I saw, it was on TikTok, I saw this video of somebody making like something like this. It didn't look like this, but it was like, you know, wooden dowel and then clothespins to track initiative. And I showed it to Rachel, and Rachel was just like, bet. I'm making it. But she is deep in studying for the bar, and I needed a craft today, so I thought I would
there it is.
try to do my best Rachel impression.
Lua, Red Rising, I can only the first book really spoke to me when I was, you know, an angry senior in high school. That's when it came out, and like I think in subsequent rereads, some of it feels a little dated in the way he writes that character, Darrow specifically. But the book series is phenomenal and only gets better and better and better. Golden Sun is crazy. Golden Sun is like does the same things to you that like a peak season of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon will do. So you have to keep me posted as you keep reading through it, because it's really quite something. Okay, silver paint. Let's go.
Squeewee says, I'm sure I've mentioned it, but my homebrew campaign is based off of Pendragon by DJ McHale. I don't think I've read that.
Oh, Pendragon is so good.
I'm assuming it's about King Arthur.
Yes and no, right?
Okay.
Like
Pitch it to me.
It's kind of a young adult fantasy novel where this kid from the modern day gets pulled into this grand, fantastical sort of cosmic thing that involves it, but also involves a bunch of different realms and all this. It's hard to explain, and I can't believe how old the book series is now, actually. It's been out for... Why is this paint not working? Yeah, it's a really good one. It's one of those things that I'm shocked they haven't made like a series of yet.
Sometimes I really believe that like fantasy series and like even though or mythological series, right? Because that's what King Arthur is. It's so hard to do them live action unless you do a maximalist. And like,
sure.
If you can't do it well, do it as an animated series.
Yeah, that's a really fair point.
Like, I want them to be able to do it well, live action, but it costs so much more money and time. And so when they half-ass it, I'm like,
Why did you even attempt this? Okay, that is actually coming out really cool.
better.
It does not look anything like I thought it was going to, but I'm actually not mad about that at all. It almost looks like a Vex from Destiny, and it's again not exactly what it is, but
Does this person have a name?
Yeah.
Not one we know.
I can't. It is one I've mentioned to at least one of you before, so I'm not going to tell you now.
Oh, cool.
And if you want to, as we go through, roll some history checks, then you can roll some history checks. But it'll become quite clear quite quick, I think.
All right. Someone said, I hate the auto scroll on this. Hey, does anyone know how to stop auto scroll in Streamlabs? You should let a girl know.
Certainly don't.
Maybe it's here.
Hell yes! Okay, this is great.
Big M says, I've seen the initiative tracking method before. It would probably work better than the magnet board method I use when I run live for what you all do. I've never used the magnet board method. We used to have a whiteboard, and that's so, I think, probably kind of similar. But I don't know how you feel, Will. I really like this initiative
The
tracker.
island? Yeah. It would be a huge help. Or rather, it's about to be a huge help now that we have the new ones getting made.
Yeah.
Oh, the Song of Achilles. It is so good.
I'm going to say something controversial, and maybe it was because Book Talk hyped it up too much. It didn't move me that much. Or maybe it's because I read it in a day.
I understand
so it was
that. Again, I have a very unique relationship to that book. And I hated it for a long time because of it, but I can't deny its impact that it eventually had on me.
The writing is really clean, is the best way I would describe it. And I didn't not enjoy it. I was just expecting it to hurt my feelings, and it didn't. Because I know Patroclus.
Have you read The Silence of the Girls?
No.
It's not by the same author, but it's another take on the Trojan War, but it's from the perspective of one of the captive Trojan princesses from a neighboring island who gets taken to essentially forcibly become Achilles' concubine. And it's her story. She retells what it was like watching her family get desiccated, getting thrust into this essentially slave camp as the onslaught on the walls of Troy is going on, and just her perspective on the nature of the patriarchal Greeks and what it is like to be a woman in that society as you're stuck with this guy who's publicly repressing his own sexuality. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy book.
Ooh, see, that seems like more my style.
And heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with Song of Achilles. I just was expecting. I think I expected something different based on what I was hearing about it.
Book Talk is a fickle mistress, that's for certain.
Yeah, and I love the idea of a book that deepens the relationship between Patroclus and Achilles to the point where you're so devastated that they're dead. But I just
it didn't do that for you.
It didn't. No, and I wish it had. But I don't deny it for those folks who it did for.
Okay. Now oh, Michaela, there you go. Get in the water. Yeah, the answer is yes. Yes. Those are. I need to go through and listen to it all now that that recent one got re-released. Power to him too for being okay, you're gonna fuck with my music. I'm re-releasing all of it. We're gonna try something desperate and dangerous here. And so you see how this thing has all these the sort of spectral little wafts around it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try shading that.
Okay. In a wash, or you're just gonna
Yeah, with this little wash shader. I want to see see if I can make it look more like shadow and less like arcane mist. This might not work. Oh. I think I lied. I think it's gonna work. I can't believe you guys can't hear that.
The kitty mouse.
He's a screamer. It's very loud on my end. This is an interesting prospect. We'll see if it takes hold.
Thousand Ships by Natalie Haynes is the story of the Trojan War, but told by the women, not the men. So like Cassandra and Clytemnestra and Penelope.
Love that.
How the women were impacted by the war, and it's so good. Ooh, that sounds right up my alley. Where I went to undergrad, they had like, you know, you have like the Shakespeare Festival of almost every state. Utah also has like a Greek theater festival.
That's
and
fucking
so,
fun.
Yeah, it was cool because we got to see a lot of Greek theater. Or like work for the festival and do stuff like that.
Right.
But so like anytime I read a book that's set in Greece, and especially about the Trojan War, all I'm thinking about are like all the different plays that like surround it and like all the relationships. It's like the ancient, you know, Marvel Cinematic Universe or something like that.
I mean, it was, right? I think that there's a reason why people call comic books modern mythology, because it's the same kind of idea, just not the initial basis of it was that it wasn't historic fact. But even by the time you get to all these Greek plays, they're treating it like fan fiction as well, you know?
Yeah.
Right, let's see. The wash didn't work. Let's see if actual acrylic will work. Oh, that will work much better.
Would you like to come say hi? Someone just showed up at my apartment. You're gonna have to, sidestep. It's a little tight in here. You can say hi to chat.
Hi, chat. I miss you all.
Hi.
Will says hi.
Hi, William.
Hi.
I'm about to go hang out with your brother.
Oh, hang out and get paid to hang out?
That's the best kind of hanging out, right? Hanging out and getting paid to hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah. The best
Fuck yeah.
kind of friendship is one that's lucrative.
At the Bards of New York.
All right. Chat says hi and beans. He says hi to everyone. Oh, should we say hi to Rosie? Another animal appearance.
Oh, God.
She's not a fan. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi.
I'm excited that Miles, should you come and play in Regulus again, that it won't be Aki.
He's very excited about the two. He just walked out the door. He's got a... He drops his dog off for babysitting, and then...
That's so fucking funny.
But he's really excited.
It's not that I don't love Aki by any means, but sometimes a change is in order.
Yeah. Well, and Aki's off falling or something.
Through chasms of time.
Well, and Miles is saying he's always usually played, like, he's never played a full campaign before. And he's always played, like, kind of meme characters because he knows, like, the campaign's not gonna last. And he's really wants to play somebody who, like, has, like, a story, you know?
He can get invested in.
Yeah. Which I get. Like, a meme character for a one-shot or a short thing, there is a skill and a beauty to that.
I think there's even a skill to being able to wrap your head around a one-shot. Every time I've ever said, this is a one-shot, it's always like a three-shot, actually. Being able to deal with the Indian short term is not a skill that I... Because it is a skill, you are very right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Vexolotl says, retellings of classic novels and stories is just socially acceptable fan fiction. 100%.
Yep.
I do the Libby, like, library book stuff, and I just got Neon Gods as an audiobook, and I think isn't that a retelling of, like, Persephone and Hades or something?
Probably. Oh, this is working really, really well.
Oop, Rachel's on a break. She's
Hi,
in
Rachel.
chat. Hi, Rachel. How's it going? How's the...
Sorry. Oh? Okay, we're gonna pretend whatever that was wasn't. Never mind.
I kind of want to paint the inside. Is that? Should I paint?
As long
should
as
I
it
paint
opens
the
and
cr-
closes.
Should I paint the crotch of the clothespin?
What did you just say?
You heard
What
me,
did you
right?
just say, Hannah?
Or I could paint it white. Chat, what do you think? We're gonna let her dry. Lure Maison says yes, paint the inside. Oh, Rachel's in chat. Rachel, should I paint the inside of the clothespin or no? Michaela says in all caps, paint the crotch.
Michaela.
Oh, and Rachel, our law queen, just told me to paint it, so I'm gonna.
So you're
I'm not
gonna
even-
paint the crotch. Fucking fantastic.
But I'm not even gonna prime it. I'm just gonna go in raw. I hate myself.
Again, retellings of classic stories. For anybody who hasn't played Hades yet, I would recommend that game to even people who don't play video games. It is so good.
I still haven't played it.
Hannah, it was made for you. Like somebody was like, this girl needs a new game, and it's going out there. It's literally like everybody is gorgeous. The story is phenomenal. You get such intricate re-examinings of the interpersonal relationships between the gods, and there's romance mechanics. You can choose who to romance. You can be in a completely pan throuple, along with attempting to romance the head of Medusa as well. Like I cannot. And then also like all of your weapons take the forms of like their various mythical wielders throughout history. So it's like other Greek characters who've wielded these weapons, and then you can upgrade them to have a secret incarnation from the future. Like you can turn one of the swords into a very, very important medieval mythical sword that they go like, huh, this clearly hasn't come to pass yet. Looks like somebody's going to need a lot of help ruling a country later. Like it's stuff like that. It's just, and the music is gorgeous. The writing is fantastic. Like it's one of my top 5 games. Just because it's like, not only does it play well, but it's essentially glorified fan fiction about Greek mythology.
Okay.
The single best interpretation of Artemis I have yet to see.
I will. I think it's on Xbox Game Pass, so
It
maybe
is.
I'll download it and play it this weekend. Because
You initially get over the it is hard, but you can also turn on a setting called God Mode, where every time you die, you get stronger, which is really, really
that's
fun.
fun.
That helped me out the first time I played.
Yeah, every time I see it, I think of you pitching the game to me, and I'm like, wow,
It's just so
I'm letting
good.
Will down by not playing this yet.
And the second one is in early access now, and you play as the main character's sister from the first game, who's like a trainee of Hecate, and Hecate is voiced by Amelia Tyler, narrator from Baldur's Gate 3, as Dommy Witch Mommy with washboard abs, like summoning eldritch monstrosities from a cauldron. Like it checks everybody's box. Like it literally every single box you could possibly check. Yeah, LV, you got it. Yep.
What did Elvis
I'm
say?
clearly in good company here, right?
Hades, yes.
Would we ever host a game night? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We've done it before. We used to play golf with friends. We've definitely been thinking about doing it more, just sort of streams like this, casual, like, yeah, Bards are gonna play video games with you all.
Yeah.
That needs to, what? Why is there still light coming through that?
Lackluster Trash Bag says they got their altar. Lackluster, I don't know if you're a member of our Discord, but if you are, I must know what this altar looks like. Is it like an altar for like Wicca stuff? Is it an altar, like what's the altar for? What are you gonna put on it? Is it gonna be pretty? Oh, Elvie says Hades is one of her favorite games. The first one is cross-save Steam to Switch, so I played it nonstop.
That's exactly what I did.
That makes me want to Switch so bad. Is that
It
idea?
was my Switch game. Like, I stopped playing it until cross save came out, and then I just took it on my Switch everywhere.
Ugh.
Yeah, like subway rides, you know,
Okay,
We-
so
played it while
Not
we were
to
watching Love
derail.
Island. Like, yeah, please.
Love Island. I have to pick a green for Alis.
A green for Alis?
Yes, so I have.
Oh, is she doing green on black?
Oh, not Alis. I'm sorry, my fucking brain. I need to pick a green for Bubbles. I just finished Alis's.
That green in the middle. That
Is
bright green in the middle. I'm thinking this is like spellbook time green.
Like that bright green.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Timestone green.
Paint sponsored by Rachel McKenzie. Mackenzie, chat, for those who don't know, is the other half of the team who built our table, our custom Bards table for the studio. She's a wizard. Lackluster Trash Bag says, I'm a pagan and I'm moving somewhere where I can practice more freely. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I come from a big, like, Scottish family, and over, like, the years, I just get more and more back into, like, the ritual, the Germanic, like, rituals of, like, that area, in terms of, like, the earth and its cycles and stuff. It brings me a lot of peace. So Lackluster Trash Bag, I totally get that.
This is coming along nicely.
Did you see the new merch in our store?
Oh, it looks so good. I want a sticker like the Nightmare Crew sticker of like the whole crew together. So I understand why we might perhaps wait on that. For reasons.
You say the Nightmare Crew, or do you mean?
No, that like for the you know the
for the
exam
current.
crew. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that. We have characters incoming.
I was about to say we have. I can understand why we're waiting on that. Let's give this one last Null Oil, and then they might be done for now.
I see the chat's talking a lot about witchcraft and paganism. Super cool. I like am like a baby witch with all that stuff. Growing up, one of my aunts kept crystals in all of her windows to like, and she would, if me or one of my cousins was behaving poorly, she'd take us out back and smudge us.
It's fabulous.
It was great. I love her so much.
This one, I think. Yeah, I used to be big into rune casting in late high school, early college. That was sort of before I got into tarot. Because the runes made sense to me. I was big on hieroglyphics and runes anyway, and then having a system I could use to sort of discern meaning through them was important for me at the time. Okay, let's get my rag again.
Chat, if you get sick of the song, like I said last time we did this, I can always download a different song and have it. Rachel says, love this music. Love you, Rachel. What are we studying today? Tell the class. What are we learning about when it comes to law? Sherry says there's a part of the song that always makes me think of Stutter. Stutter like by Mariana's Trench?
I'm assuming.
Yeah. They just released a new song and I have not listened to it yet because I've
Me
been so
neither.
damn busy. But I did get Miles for my birthday got us tickets to go see them when they come
Hell
into the
yeah.
city. Yeah, I'm really excited. Lure Maison says, I love the track playing. I always put one song on that's on repeat and it helps me be productive as fuck. I've never thought of that. Is that like... Does that help with like neurodivergence, like ADHD and stuff? If you just have like a repeated, not like a song that will trigger your anxiety, but like a repeated song that you like? Sherry says this song specifically reminds her of Gonna Make a Heartthrob Out of Me. Like there's a part in this lo-fi song that makes her think of that. Now I'm gonna be listening.
Desperate Measures. Okay.
Bagels and Shamir says they're so good live. Ugh. Oh, Desperate Measures.
Yeah, this is doing exactly what I wanted to do.
Stuff like this and other lo-fi and zen music are what I listen to in the early part of my workday. I love lo-fi.
Because I can't listen to the same music you guys are listening to, I have a, what is it called? It's just called Medieval Lo-Fi by Lo-Fi Girl on Spotify. And it's so thematically appropriate and peaceful all at once.
I think I've listened to that before.
Yeah, it's good. It's just good.
This paint is thick.
What I'm doing now is adding this coat of this this coat of this like Null Oil wash shader, and then like dabbing it off with a runty piece of paper towel to leave some fun texturing on this thing. And it is working exactly as Christ intended.
Oh, all right. This is God's mini
Christ
nail.
was a mini painter, actually. If you read into the St. James translation or King James translation, it's very clear. Pretty sure he played Warhammer. Like,
Yeah.
I don't make the rules.
You just report on them.
Exactly. Yeah, I've inadvertently made a Vex, but like that's okay. Wow, this actually came out so fun.
Let's see.
Okay, so you're probably not going to be able to see it too well from where you guys are in chat, but this currently, I will give you the sort of title of this thing. Its title is The Envy of the Forgotten King.
Oh.
And that's where we're at today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let that sit for now. Yeah, it looks banged up and beat up, rusted to hell.
Do you do what Woody does where you do like a dry wash and a wet wash?
Yeah.
Or a dry brush, I guess. another dry brush.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. What have we got in chat?
I played D&D IRL for the first time the other day, and it's way different than being on Roll20.
It really is. It really is. We ran a home campaign for a good couple of years on Roll20, and it serves a purpose, right? But the reason I think Bards is so enjoyable selfishly for us is being able to do things like pass notes to each other and like have these little moments that are only physically possible if you're in the same actual space together. It just changes the way D&D can be played.
Yeah, it feels, I mean, it just feels like devised theater sometimes. Or like I can hear my improv teachers in grad school like telling me like all the rules and tactics and stuff sometimes when we're playing.
Exactly. And there's something to be said for Roll20 where you can like whisper, like send the little private messages saying like, hey, I want to steal the thing from the other player. And that works kind of in those situations, but
yeah.
I think you still get a lot of fun benefit doing that in person as well.
Well, you can
Mercat, I
always
see
text.
you. I think Trays in the Infinite would have collected the what is it, the Spear of Destiny at some point. So much fun. Yeah, rolling dice for real. I like to use digital rollers even now. You'll have seen me do it in the past 2 sessions of Dark Age when it's like I've got to roll 8d6. Like I'm probably not going to spend the time aggregating 8d6 together, or particularly in the end of the Nightmare Crew, where it's like, all right, we got to do 12d4 plus 4d8. Like I'm digital dicing that.
Yeah.
But to actually roll a physical d20 in front of other people is a unique sensation. For certain. Yeah, I'm comfy with this. I think he is DONE done.
Are we gonna see him on Monday?
We'll see. If you make it that far.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I mean, listen, you have that Revivified gem, right?
Yeah.
But that's, again, the benefit of having now it's a full 6 of you at level 3. We've got Bubbles, Sinove, JB, Alice, Sal, and Welby, all at a full level 3, getting into a proper dungeon crawl.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying playing low level again. I don't know how you feel
Yeah.
as the DM, but it's so nice to like be back down at a lower
Be
level.
squishy. And again, like these early levels come quickly, right?
Yeah.
But like once you hit about level 5, things essentially really slow down as far as leveling up. And the risk is there because you now you physically have to strategize. None of you can exist as an island because
you'll die.
You will die. Even the heavy hitters, if you just roll deep on your own, you're gonna chunk it.
It's a metaphor for life.
Big if that was a question, this was a level 1 campaign, and now after the Chubbs farm episode, everybody's at level 3. Sal and Welby started at level 3, and now the party is caught up, which is good fun. Yes, Calzone, I know you're level 4 now, huh?
I'm a 4-year-old.
Big fat boy.
Oh, I could hear that one.
Yeah.
How loud was that for it to be caught up by the mic?
He's so loud. I cannot stress this enough. He gets quiet when people come over, so nobody really believes me. But he is a screamer. This cat, isn't that right, Calzone? Yeah, that's right. He's a good boy.
Bexalotto reading hydrate or die straight.
No. So, since my mini is painted, I'm happy to field some questions on that front at the moment. The homebrew leveling chart does not function on the same scaling as character leveling. The homebrew did we ever post that? Oh yeah, somebody did. Somebody posted that in the Discord, right? It's in where is it? Was it in stream spoilers? I think it was. I'll pin it if it is. Scroll. Oh my god, the what is this? The pamphlet from Winter, the Midnight Cleric ones.
So funny.
That's just great.
I think it was Justice, or remind me. chat who wrote like a little spiel last week about like, are you lost? Would you like to become a cleric or a follower of Midnight? And so Winter made a whole pamphlet based off of that.
Where are they? Where are these sheets? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm pinning it in stream spoilers now. Pin it. Yeah, so the Sigil of Aeons does not scale per level. As you can see, they get these 3 abilities at the beginning: Sigil, Star Touch, Lachesis, and Heraldic Bond. They all just have those now, and it's these upgradable nodes that they have to find specific resources to plug into the Sigil and choose what perks they want to take as they go. As far as getting to the second awakening is concerned, that's gonna happen when it happens. That's gonna you'll know when that's going on. Put it that way. It will not be like, oh, you leveled up to level 5, the sigil wakes up. No, the specific actions must be taken to further enhance that, for sure. Oh, I like that green. That green feels right.
Excellent. I think I'm gonna let her dry. Maybe I'll touch her up right there.
And maybe do a bright yellow font for Bubbles.
Oh yeah.
Or like a paler green maybe for his beak. I'm trying to think if I have any other little...
Chat last week was so funny. It was hard. It was like I had to actively be like, you can trust that the mods are gonna boot anybody if they come in and they're mean, like, and look away.
Yeah,
it was so funny. And I just have to say again, Eli did such a good job. It was so lovely to play with him, and like
It was...
for
he
never
just dropped straight
played,
in.
yeah, for never having played with us, and it just felt
You
like
wouldn't
he'd
know.
always been
You would
there.
expect... Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm very glad we get another session with him out on the town.
Yeah.
The Chubb family. God, I just love the Chubbs.
Love a chub.
Pause. Yeah, wait, hang on. And we, even once Eli is no longer guesting with us, the Chubbs aren't going anywhere. And neither is Welby. In fact, I think even once Welby is no longer at the table with us, I wouldn't be surprised if we as a group saw Welby played by Eli again. But I'll just, throw that out there for fuel on the fire. See, this bioorganic paint is like also now separating on my plate.
Ew.
And it looks kind of cool, but I don't know what I would do with. It's horrific. It's horrific.
You must send a photo in Discord. I request it.
Well, okay. My light is moving away from it.
Let's see. Let's pull all the blues. We can decide on a blue for Kyle. Prussian blue.
All right, I'm gonna throw some arts and crafts on the Discord.
Nice. Let's do dark.
No, please.
JB is blue. I'm shooketh. LOL.
Yeah. Wow, what a surprise.
Always jamming. Ooh, if you crochet, please show us what you're working on.
Hey. Yes, now you can see the, yes. Rachel. What the name? First of all, Tangerine. It is the Skillman, is the place I was recommending. And Rachel, what's the queue?
I think it was his JB blue.
What is
never
Hareen's
mind.
tarot card? The Emperor. Don't even have to think about it.
I so badly want a Bards of New York tarot deck.
Yep.
Maybe we make that, and
too.
that's the first tarot deck I ever get for myself.
If we could get it to work, I would love it.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can get this, snag this. Yeah. Full sticker bundle. And then let's go back.
Okay. What blue? Pick a card, any card. Should I do? I'm thinking this blue?
Which one?
The middle one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
is really, this one's really dark.
And then you can do the dark for the text. Or like silver for the text.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, do you want... I'll start chefing one up right now. Give me a second and I'll get that to you, the full list.
Now, would it be a campaign tarot? Because you could do campaign tarot decks, or we could do overall Bards
like
of New York
bards
tarot
in general.
deck. Yeah, I mean, we
Good
could have
question.
¿Por qué no los dos?
That is a good question. Actually, you know what? Yeah.
¿Por qué no ambos? Middle blue for sure. Thank you, Lackluster Trash Bag. That's such a fantastic name.
It
not
really
over
is. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, come on. Do what I need you to do.
Michaela Art says one of them has to be Rock of Gibraltar. I think that would for the bony tarot deck. Rock of Gibraltar definitely needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Like maybe the bony
For
tarot
sure.
deck is like stuff that is like all encompassing, and then you have the campaign tarot decks. You know. Hard to make one for Regulus so far. I mean, just because we haven't met everyone. And
Everybody.
It's still developing.
Well, I mean, let me see what I've got so far, actually. Oh, no! There we go. No, I still need my light. I can't.
Well, you
Please.
just look like a silhouette. Oh, we're using an iPhone camera?
You bet. Because my lamps are all away. Okay. Yeah, the Emperor is where Harim's at. So, let me pull Bards of New York off to the side here. So I have this, and then I'll move over here, and we'll add new, and we'll do Regulus Tarot. Regulus Tarot Breakdown. Then we've got, let me get my list of major arcana. Beep, 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 beep. God damn it. I just want a list, so I can copy and paste it. No, I don't want a list and the breakdown of their meanings. I'm literally asking, is this going to be it? There we go. Thank you. So thankful for that. Bink, bink, bink.
This blue is a lot better consistency.
Okay. So we don't... the things we know so far, we have the Magician is Sinov. We have the Emperor is Harim, Lord Harim. That one I did know about. The Chariot is Jean-Baptiste Beaumont. We have the Hermit. He's Barbarus. We have the Hanged Man. Is Sal.
Michaela wants to know if Halifax is still the devil.
Maybe. Maybe. Well, then we need, I know what death is. We have the tower is Alis. And there, is that everyone? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Am I missing a party member? Sinove, Alis, Sal, JB, Bubbles. No, I'm not.
Well, we're missing a party member, but that party member is yet to.
That party member is already on my tarot spread, actually.
Okay, but it remains a mystery
Don't
for
you
us
worry
all.
about that. Yeah, I don't get to. So then I think the sun is obvious.
Uro or La.
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 The world is Uro.
Oh yeah.
Judgment is somebody you haven't met yet, but would probably know about. Maybe not you, Sinov, but people in the world would know about this person. Actually, no, they're not going to be Judgment. They're going to be, obviously, the Empress. I'm dumb.
What does that mean?
Cool. I don't think we have a Hierophant yet. I don't think we have... There are a couple places the coat could fit, actually.
Somebody asked, Sherry asked, what would Ishtava be?
Ishtava... It's funny. I think Ishtava could fit in a number of places here. You could put Ishtava on the High Priestess. You could put Ishtava on the Fool. You could put Ishtava on the Devil. And you could put Ishtava in Judgment as well.
Interesting.
It depends on from what perspective we're looking at. I think I'm actually inclined to put Ishtava for now as the Fool, given that they were, for a while at least, Regulus's premier trickster god. And that would then, I think the Hierophant is probably going to be Uaviron.
For the god of the afterlife to be the trickster god is so funny because it's like, LOL, JK, you're not dead.
Death is a fucking joke. Try again. Yeah, that's... I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could put in here without giving away too many spoilers. I think for now, I'm going to put Halifax as the Wheel of Fortune. Oh no! No, I can't do that. I actually cannot. The Wheel of Fortune is taken.
The Wheel of Fortune. Michaela asked who Midnight is.
Midnight...
That's pretty good.
Okay, let me fill out the ones that I know I can fill out. Wheel of Fortune is that character, and then we have I think for now I'm gonna put Midnight in Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put Sindar in Strength. And these gods, I think there's a world in which some of the gods get replaced here on the tarot by more terrestrial characters that we meet. But yes, what? How's that? Okay, all right. The moon is gonna be Unan. And then Strength is Sindar. Let me see what chat's saying. I think Midnight for now. I'm gonna throw in. What do we think? Justice or Judgment?
For midnight?
Mm-hmm. I love Yui as the star. That's going to be the star's placeholder for now.
Justice or judgment? I guess how much justice... I don't know that much about the difference between justice and judgment when it comes to the cards.
I think justice is not quite right. I think justice is going to be Godwin.
Batman? Oh, Godwin,
Yeah.
my favorite.
But that's definitely going to change, I think.
I don't know who I was talking to, but for people who don't know, I don't know which god Sinov is actually like related to, or who this god actually is. And I thought it would be so funny if it was like Godwin. If you were like, fuck you, Hannah.
Like, eat shit. You're stuck with this one now, and it's all your fault.
Yep.
I'm filling judgment with something else. I actually have way more of this filled than I thought, which is kind of hasty. Justice, I'm changing that. It's not going to be Godwin. It's going to be our queen, Commander Egret Bertrand.
Nice. Hi, would you like to come say hi?
Sure.
Yeah?
I was just talking to my earlobes.
We have somebody else who's come to the studio. Here, I'll give you the headphone if you're okay with. And you can. So you can hear Will.
Hi.
Hi, William.
I was just saying that, no, actually, I'm not going to say that anyway.
Oh?
What was he gonna say?
I don't know.
We're talking tarot, and there was a
So-
specific...
I was gonna ask. I'm your agent of chaos. It's up to you. I know we're not revealing anything about my future character.
Mhm.
But you know, I also love all my tarot girlies and all my conspiracy girlies. So I feel like it could be fun to share this.
Well, then-
tarot.
Since you have you're here now to voice it yourself, I think there's no one with more agency to tease that than you. Do you want to tell chat
My tarot card.
what your tarot card is?
It is Temperance reversed. I'm very excited.
See what chat thinks about that.
I was getting ready to end my lunch break, and I was like, I want to say hi to Hannah and Will. And like in person, for people who don't know, we have a friends situation where we live in the same building.
It's amazing. I love it so much.
Reversed, yes, Shuri. Temperance reversed.
Miles is outie. Bye, Miles.
Bye.
Be safe.
Miles has gone to hang out with John.
Are they okay?
Michaela, are they okay?
I, as Rachel, am not okay right now. I'm in workout clothes because I'm doing my mental workout of studying.
Nice.
But this is coming along very excitingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Can I see what we have over there? Oh, they actually look great. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, the green.
They look like you
color's
dipped them in
funny.
colored wax. That's sick.
The green is like an older color. It's kind of funky,
Yeah.
but I like it.
And
What
then
are
I
you
think I
doing
have
next?
Woody's next. I gotta look up what color Woody wants for his. Is there a color you'd like for yours? Or should we not give them that?
I put it in the Discord for
Oh.
you
Oh,
so that you
okay.
know. I think Woody responded with like a teal something.
okay.
I'd
So
have to
I think we'll
reread
probably
it.
have to color mix. Or maybe not.
I also have beautiful dice made by Lua that I have not shared yet, and I am so excited, and I keep like opening the bag and looking at my dice, and I'm just like, once I get through this, I will be able to play D&D.
Yeah. Soon. Soon enough,
I'm
at least.
so excited.
It's that Simpsons like do it for her meme.
Well, because I feel like, and I don't want to speak for all the members of our community, but I feel like they probably think this. I feel that it's like, even when the week is really hard, I'm like, D&D is at the end, whether I'm watching it or I'm playing it, because watching it, you still feel like you're at the table here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, I just have to get to the next Monday.
That's
I think
truthfully
that's what
where
he
I'm at
said
as well.
Today.
Really?
Yeah. It's like weeks are measured in Mondays, and like I'm just I'm thinking today, like, okay, it's Friday. I've got 2 more days, and then I can really like sink my teeth in. And most of my Monday is happily consumed by Bards things, right? Like I go to visit the post office box, I make my way up, we build the battle map. Yeah, it's great. It's just ideal.
Yeah.
Monday afternoons.
I've been thinking about like my character when I'm like having a hard time falling asleep, or I like can't stop thinking of like laws and rules in my head, and I'm just kind of like, okay, it'll be really cool. I can't wait to like interact with Bubbles or to like meet everybody, and like how's that gonna go, and what would they think of this, and it's just exciting.
Just
And
new
then you're
perspectives. New
Yeah.
perspectives. And it's funny because I think by the time you're able to play, I think the party is going to be in a really, really different spot, physically and emotionally, than they are right now.
So
Um,
excited.
Because if say you're able to join in, sometime in August or September, or in the back half of the year, a lot has already happened in 4 sessions,
I know.
right?
We are moving. We have
We are
matching
moving.
tattoos. A lot's happening.
A lot is happening.
But I'm
You want
about to end my lunch.
Come in, boy.
You have a question.
My study buddy?
How much longer is studying for the bar? Do you have it scheduled?
My study buddy, I do. So I'm taking the uniform bar exam. Hi, Calzone.
He's here. He says, "You want to say hi?" Hang on.
Hi. I love him. So I'm taking it July 30th and 31st. It's a 2-day exam, 6 hours each day. Let's go. But we get a lunch break. And it's like 27 states do it, so everyone has to take it the same day. So yeah, it'll be the end of July, and then I'm gonna take a little vacation. I'm gonna visit my family, and I'm gonna be a normal person again.
A normal person. I love that. That's what the exam affords you, essentially.
Yeah, I just want to be a normal person.
Hell yeah.
And hang out and craft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to studying. I just want to say hi. I love you
Joy.
guys. I wanted to share my tarot.
Yay, good. I'm glad.
Enjoy
I am
making the
glad.
rest of the deck.
Yeah. I hope
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
fun.
I've
Love you.
made
you.
as bad of much of the deck as I want to make for now. And then once we have a couple other things revealed, I might be able to.
Do it.
Part of me, because again, it's early. We don't know what other characters and NPCs are going to stick around and which ones
Yeah.
might stay. But there's a world in which I slap Katari as the High Priestess. There's a world in which something else takes the Wheel of Fortune. Like, there are a few things that could change, and a few things that I know can't change that I also can't tell you yet. So we'll get there when we get there.
I'm so excited.
Again, early days. Early days.
Yeah. I will see all of you lovely people and all this lovely chat Monday.
Indeed. See you Monday.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, what do you
Happy
want,
studying.
actually,
Let me
boy?
know if you need
you.
anything.
Thank you.
Please, baby boy. It's not lunchtime yet. He's just yelling at me down here.
He says, "Father, I want to be a star. Father."
Except he just doesn't, because I bring him up here and he will then attack me. What he wants is his treats, his opulent snack.
So if you're finished with the Regulus one, what
Yeah.
about just like the overall Bards one? We could work on that one too.
Oh my god. That's like everything from both.
Yeah,
all in
it's just
one.
it's a fun game. It doesn't have to officially
Yeah.
be. It's just like,
And it's like
you know.
concepts as well. I think in that case, Rock of Gibraltar becomes the chariot. The ever-driving force forward. I think the cameras become the tower.
That's
we-
funny.
Just stuff like that, right? The world is Rock of Gibraltar. I hate that and love it at the same time. I think in that case, Halifax is still the devil, particularly, because it's an overarching thing. Lovers, we probably do Kyle and Rachel.
wife. Is there only one yellow?
Yeah, I think the concept of the jest has become the four. We also have Oreo for the moon or Oreo for. No, you're probably right. Oreo for the moon.
Oreos
Symbol of
have to be
mysticism.
included. Yes.
I think we do. Well, let me start actually writing these down. Hang on.
This is fun. Chat, your suggestions are amazing.
Jesters.
Okay, quickly. I have 2 yellows.
Hit me.
I have 2 X chromosomes and they still look pretty similar to me. But there's Naples yellow or
Oh,
deep
Jesus
yellow.
Christ.
And this is for Wellaby.
Can you hold them a little closer to the camera? The shine is like making them. I think you go with the one on what is it called? Deep yellow.
Deep yellow?
Yep, Michaela agrees. Deep yellow for sure.
We like it deep.
We do in fact like it deep. Okay, so let me go to the tower as the cameras.
Oh, you're right. The one on the left is like a little more honey, and that's Welby.
Then we need. Oh, the chariot is the Rock of Gibraltar. Wee, that's
Oh my
funny.
God.
That is funny as hell.
That should be art. Oreo sponsor us.
Devil is Halifax.
We need a tarot card
But
for Woody's
specifically
farts.
the Halifax prayer candle, actually. I think.
Yeah.
Because I like that. Oh, Woody, don't. Why? Michaela, why? Why?
I mean, it is almost like its own character.
That's going to be death then, in that case. I think.
You're right. I don't think Woody would even disagree.
No, he cloud killed one side of the table on camera, so. Oops. I think for the magician, we do Dan at the sound booth for like tech wizardry.
Or, yeah, just a soundboard.
Yeah, that's what I this. Yeah. Strength. Think. This is a fun game. I hadn't even thought about this, like applying it to Bards as a concept.
Yeah. It's just one of those like banter things that you can constantly like think
Yeah.
about and be like,
Play
"Oh,
around
if we
with."
did it this way.
It reminds me that I think, am I crazy, or was the first Regulus Dark Age session the card we pulled the Emperor,
I know Sherry and Lou
which I
would
think is
know.
fun. Ava is probably the star, I would guess.
Because she's a star. That is
Yeah,
one
that
of the
is fun.
things that I'm sad about is that like when we had the couch in the background, you could always like
Just like
catch
see
Ava.
Ava chilling there.
Yeah, she knew how to hit her marks.
Just a baby.
Now she's under the desk most of the time, except for when it gets too hot. She's like, why would I hang out with you fools?
Why
in
would I
here?"
be there? I think this is done. You know what? I might hang out.
I just realized I need to get this done. for Monday. LOL.
I have another mini I want to maybe use on Monday that I would like to give some attention to.
Oh, okay.
It's really flimsy-footed, but this is its starting sort of position. Or coloration. Oh, you can't see shit. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, do the makeup influencer thing. Are those arms coming out of its chest?
Yes. It has
4 or
5 arms.
5 arms. Oh.
What is that? I guess you'll have to tune in on Monday.
A good even 5.
A good hateful. Yeah, I wanna hype up Monday as much as possible, not just because I'm excited for it, but because I want to give Woody the send off of all send offs.
Yeah, it is his last stream before he goes off to grad school. Before he becomes insufferable and it's all he can talk about is grad school. I say because I also was insufferable when I was in grad school.
We will miss him dearly. He is definitely, that's why I stressed last session, it is his last in-person session with the Bards of New York. I want to make it as clear as I can without oversharing that we have plans in motion, because he can't just leave us like that.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to go to grad school. He doesn't get to make the choice that he gets to leave Bards as well.
Yeah.
So we ain't done with him.
No.
Nor are we done with Sal.
And luckily his program is long enough that he'll have time.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like crazy. It will be crazy intense, but it's not 7 days a week from 8 to 9 p.m. most days, you know? I'm hoping. I looked at his schedule and I think it seemed very manageable.
Yeah. Not Lambda.
No, definitely not. I saw a question in there. The Big M asked, what did I go to school for? I got a master's degree with distinction in classical acting. That's the easiest way to do it. It has a longer title, but that's the degree I got.
Hot take, I think master's programs, unless it's for something like a medical degree or something like that, should almost always only be a year long. A 3-year program is wild.
That's a long time.
For performing arts.
There was, because I went to I went and got my master's degree in England. And the way that the school was set up, there was like another course that I think is now goes by a different name, but it was a course that was kind of similar to ours, but it was more just overall like a master's degree in acting instead of like a focus with classical text, which is what I wanted. And they did, both programs were a year technically, but then they did like a second year of just like doing shows, and I remember just being like, why would you that would
instead of
drive me
like
nuts.
going out into the world to audition for shows, you're gonna just do shows here? Like, I don't.
Yeah, and I think that there's some value for some people in that, but there was I didn't see the value in it for myself. And yeah, my program was 12 months. I was there most days, 7 days a week. And then it was usually from like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. They called it the Are You Tough Enough course. And I think most theater grad schools are pretty intense.
Built that way.
Yeah, I hear other people talk about grad school for like science or like writing and stuff, which are noble pursuits. but they never talk about it like it's the hardest fucking thing in the
No.
world, and I'm in tears most of the time.
I think there's something to be said about like a old school kind of borderline toxic approach to theater schools in general that are designed to like,
We're gonna break you the fuck down.
Yeah.
that like that is worth examining, but it also is, I think not a lot of credit is given to theater students who go through programs like that for just how grueling it can be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This
So
guy looks
I-
grody already.
I think I'm gonna do pink for Sinov.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I know she has blue hair, but... or
You could either
gold?
unless you have like a fun metallic gold you could do.
I don't know.
Or maybe you use that as the text.
Yeah, gold would be fun, but I don't know how cute that would look on. Actually. Ooh, I did find a good gold. It's... that. We'll see. We'll do
Yeah.
a test, and if not, I can paint over it.
Just double backing to the conversation about your book and Stella. In general, like I give my players a lot of secrets that they can have sort of kept for themselves and gradually sort of drip fed to the other party members. But I also we've gotten to the point of trust with each other that like there are secrets within every player's own backstory that they don't even know.
Yeah. That is
And that
so
allows
fun.
you guys to go on the journey with chat together. Like it's a simultaneous finding out of things, and then you're gonna end up surprising me with things as you come to them naturally through roleplay, and that's like for example, spoilers for anybody who hasn't caught up on last week's episode, but your moment with the captive. That was not a planned moment. I did not expect that to go the way it went, and I don't think you did either.
Absolutely
right?
not. No, absolutely not.
But the response Sinov gave to that of the boop and walking away, I was like, I now see a clearer path of where Sinov is at. And we have, just so you're prepared, Hannah, as we did at the beginning of last session, the beginning of this coming session, there are some little like role play sort of bow ties I want to put on things before we go to bed and get on the boat towards the tomb. And one of them is for you and Stella.
Oh, okay.
So, because I'm not gonna let that just sit there without having some input from the other side of the coin.
Yeah. I think Sanova's a character on a journey, and I didn't want her to start out being like perfect.
No. No. It's why we like Dragon Age and Dragon Age 2. You know, these people are fucking flawed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Inherently.
Okay, so I'm thinking base pink, letters gold, like you said.
Love it.
And I have 3 pinks.
Okay.
I'm thinking this one because I'm gonna let you see how crusty the inside of this is, but I feel like that's the color because it's kind of like pastel-y.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Because she's more of a pastel girly than a hot pink.
Man, it's so simple how like a little dry brushing makes these minis look so much better than they did.
I had a question, just like, did you expect the lore aspect of it to drop so hard from the get-go in this campaign?
In
Like,
terms
I know that
of
you,
what?
like- I know that you yourself knew you were dropping lore, but that like this much lore would come out
As
in
early
terms
as
of
it
like
did.
yeah, and like the theorizing, I guess.
Oh,
like
no,
it's no lore
no.
from like, it's not really, if you've watched like the Gods campaign, you know like a little bit about the gods, but you don't have to. But it's lore about like the current world, and like the theorizing is so fascinating.
Well, so this is like the way I like to write stories, the way I used to get criticized for writing stories. I really prefer an in medias res style of beginning, of just like dropping the audience into something that is already happening. So you don't only have, get to enjoy figuring out, okay, what is going on currently, what is about to happen, but how the fuck did we get here? Like, what are the events that we haven't seen? So I had a little bit of awareness that like there was going to be some sleuthing, but the way you guys have been playing and the way you guys have been treating the dice rolls, things have just been happening that have allowed me to turn up the rate of drip feed for the information. And for those of you who have been watching who do have prior knowledge, just having you guys like tinfoil had it is the most like joyful feeling on my end as a storyteller, just getting to watch people sink their teeth into it and embrace the lore in different ways. Like that I was not expecting that whatsoever. And the fact that you guys at the table are receiving it so well, and watching you when I say something and all of you immediately whip down to your notebooks.
Yeah.
That's just glorious. It makes me want to write more of that for you. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's keep track of these theories, because how do I want to put this? Some of them are orbiting... Some of the ones I've seen, at least, are orbiting a realm of being correct.
Ooh.
And some of them are more out there. But then again, the things I have planned are not set in stone. Things change. As case in point, the cleansing of a cultist.
Of a non-believer. The theorizing in anything is like the best part.
Yep.
It's like the tension before the snap of a rubber band, and you're like, oh, all of this possibility, but what is it? And can I think of every possibility, or is my read on the situation correct? And that's so fun. And like, you got to hold your theories loosely, right? But like, it's so fun to theorize about things.
It really, really is. I mean, we had so much fun doing it during the Nightmare Crew, of thinking like, what the fuck was Thelecast? Like when we didn't know what Mobio was, and so getting to give back is fun. I love the No Previous Knowledge Club. Like I love people who are choosing not to watch the original series, because again, even the nature of the gods themselves has changed in 1,000 years. A lot has happened in the heavens over the last 1,000 years. So like things that we think we know about the Crucible and the Eclipse just may or may not be true.
Yeah.
Have you guessed any right yet? I wouldn't say any of them have been exactly right. I can't even answer that. Actually, I can't even give you an answer to that question.
I think it's more fun to not, like everything is possible until we get the answer, and that's fun. I thought
just keep
about
cooking.
I thought about going back and rewatching to like refresh myself on what had happened.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
But when you were like, you don't need anything, I was like, you know what? Yeah, and Sonova wouldn't know shit about shit, and so...
Yeah, and again, I think I had a huge stroke of genius when I phrased it in the chat once that, like, if you want to watch the previous 2 mini-seasons, you can. It's just putting you in the gods' camp.
Yeah.
You will know what the divine knows. And if you don't, you will be more in line with the current group of examinees.
Which both are cool.
That brings me to my next thing. I am so excited for the moment that you end up deciding on a name. Whether that's, in 10 sessions or 100 sessions, like the moment that we get a group name for these chunk of people, I think is going to be a really fun moment. But that's another one of those things that in D&D I think is the worst to force. Like you never want that to come inorganically.
Yeah, I think the Nightmare Crew came, I think it was maybe the episode London came in and joined us for.
It was either right before or it was either that episode or the episode right after. It was on the way to Vidisilas.
Sherry would know.
When we were on the boat. That was a fun episode.
Yeah. That was.
Damn it, this little dude, he keeps hitting the Michael Jackson like moonwalk or the smooth criminal stance. Like he leans on his little legs. And I'm trying to fix that, but he's just not going.
I told London that when we all went to the premiere of 20-Sided Tavern, I knew London was gonna be there, but then I like saw him across the room, and I realized in like profile, and I was like, oh my god, I've never seen him, one, in real life, and two, from the side, and my glasses were off and my eyesight is shit, and so I was like, I don't want to go up and like hug him.
Yeah, you do.
Like, not be London accidentally.
Yeah. Like, oops, it's somebody else.
Yeah, but then like he came up to me and I was like, oh. As soon as he like turned and faced me, I was like, okay, it is London. I needed to see you straight on.
Yeah. God, whenever he would be with his group, his D&D group in Hex and Company, that was always a good night. We'd always end up staying open a little later to accommodate them and just like giving them some free drinks at the end. Like, they were a great group.
Yeah.
And the fact that he ended up playing with us was just crazy. Like, that was such a strange, happy little coincidence.
It was lovely. He's lovely.
He is an angel. Okay, where's my stuff? Here we go. Okay, I think this little monstrosity is pretty much done. I didn't want to do too much to him, just shade him a bit. Because now he looks much more robust, much more sickly.
Sherry just said Felix, London, and the party name were all in the same episode.
Yeah. It was all from the boat we were on.
Wow, what an episode.
I keep wanting to say Captain Avantika, but that's not right.
In my longest campaign of almost 2 years, we still haven't come up with a suitable name.
Yeah. What was our Zoom campaign? The Quirks?
The Quirks, yeah.
That was one I think that you guys were using as a placeholder that then just kind of stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when we'd play, I would practice my calligraphy. And so in one of my journals, I have like the Quirks of Regulus, like a bunch of times.
That's so funny. God, that feels like a lifetime ago as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, straight, just treading Regulus again with you guys is a treat.
Something I think the chat would appreciate is in one of our home campaigns, one of the players after a session would make Vine compilations based on what had happened and the characters, and then send it to us.
I still have them on YouTube. still to this day.
So funny.
They are just great.
Oh, Bexalotl redeemed hydrate or die straight.
A little more dark on the shadow cloak here.
I'm not sure any of my long-term campaigns ever named the group, but I did have an org play group I only played with twice come up with the Apocalypse Watch. That's the name.
Okay. Love that. Now, the true thing is, I'm going to have to remember to bring this mini on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we attempting to actually start at 6 p.m.? I think I would love for us to be able to do that. See you, Bex.
I would love that too. Bye, Bex. Have a good day. I would love that. I would love a cheeky go into the starting soon screen 5:45.
Yeah. Because I was saying to John the other day, it would not shock me if we were playing this game at midnight on Monday. I mean, maybe you guys blitz through, maybe you guys really go through it, but like there's a lot of opportunities to explore and do things and learn things, and some tasty fights as well. So it would not surprise me if we were playing late.
Oof. You hear that, chat? Bring coffee.
Bring coffee.
And it's because it's Woody's last session. And
I'm not gonna make every dungeon crawl 6 hours long, but I want to give him something to take home with him when he's off. Yeah, that is it, I think. I think I am set on my 2 minifigures here. I could maybe just like dry brush something else for the fun of it.
If you want, or we can...
I only have so many paints here. You know what? I'll do one more.
Okay.
I'll do one more. Cause
at 2 p.m. I probably have to boogie because I do have to work at some point today.
At some point. Perfect. Amazing. Yeah, it's definitely like it'll be an important stream to watch because I think it's going to set the tone for where the group goes next. But I think it's more than fine to not watch all of it live. It's going to be a hectic one. But those who can, stay. You know. Right, let me get my tree thing.
We've always joked about like doing like a 8-hour stream, 10-hour stream, like for charity or like during a holiday or something. And I think that Monday is like a warm-up to like maybe a charity 12-hour stream or 10-hour stream or something like that to see how we fare.
how it goes. I could be overselling it, you know what I mean? Like you guys could be really efficient once you get into the dungeon, but I want to give you guys time. You guys roleplay really well, and I hate cutting those scenes off.
Yeah.
So the ability to be able to roleplay while you go through the dungeon and not feel super rushed. I don't want to like end this stream early. I want to see this. I'm going to attempt to do the entire dungeon in one stream. And I just don't want to sell you guys short, right?
Yeah.
And I want Woody to not feel sold short either.
Yeah. For those of you in chat saying you'll have to catch the VOD, totally get that. Totally get that. Because that's a long time. But who knows? Maybe
for the meme of it, if you want to like, if you want to, just like throw the stream up, watch what you can of it, and then lurk while you take a sweet little nighttime nap. We will always appreciate the virtual company.
Yeah. Even if it's in your dreams.
Exactly.
Let us be your dream girl.
I'm painting an ant's ass. That's what I'm doing with my day today, apparently.
Okay. Primed up.
Primed up.
Optimus, roll out.
Yeah, so actually, Hannah, any other fun questions you have for me? You were asking about the lore, but if there's anything else I can answer for you while I'm here.
Yeah.
I've got Regulus on the brain.
Regulus on the brain.
I've been woken up on an ROG so many times. Oops.
I guess my question is, without spoiling anything, like taking characters that have been played by player characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And turning them into NPCs is not new. Tons of DMs do it. But taking player characters that were gods, fast forwarding them eons, and then deciding like what has happened, how has that changed the person, what do I leave that is like still true to
the original.
Yeah, to like you want to like do honor to like Drew and how he built Neverick, but also like eons have passed, and so Neverick is inherently different. And so like I don't know, how much have you thought about that, and tell me your what's in your mind palace about that.
It's definitely a unique challenge that I as a DM have not faced before. Obviously turning players to NPCs is like old hat for any DM who's DM'd I feel like more than one campaign, right? That's just something that happens. Like you have a player who creates a character that you get attached to, so you chuck them in later on. But for the gods, in this case, you guys had such a very clear impact and sort of idea as to what the Crucible was doing. And I have to tell you, the moment you guys created the moon, that episode at the end of the arc of Genesis really helped set in mind, like, okay, this is what these gods are choosing to stand for in this world, particularly juxtaposed with what the Crucible originally stood for. Mm-hmm. So that's the tack I'm going to take. But then you have to look at how each individual god behaves and behaved around mortals. And the ones I've used really as a crux point for myself are both Neverick and Ishtava. Those are the ones who I think served as I had clear pictures of what they were going to do. Mm-hmm. And Ishtava, again, being a shape-shifting trickster, there's a lot of freedom there into not only how they've presented, but what they've actually gotten up to over the chunk of time. So I think the idea, the balance to be struck is, first of all, keeping your initial sort of, what's the word?
Like the scaffolding, the
Archetypical
framework.
concept. Yeah, the framework for what the god stood for intact, right? Because even if things happen and the god changes dramatically over the years, that's still at the core of their being. But then you think, okay, how have the people who believed in this god changed? What have their beliefs changed to, and how has that shift in belief system affected the metaphysical structure of the god itself? And I think a good example of how to look at the way I've been trying to take that and like respect original players' wishes and also like evolve the being is the way Ishtarva's influence shifted between Genesis and evolution. Because that, I think, you know, the idea of this a god who has their fingers in a lot of pies, is deeply invested in the success and freedom of mortal kind, but is always playing 5 different card games with all of their hands really close to the chest. That allows me to keep some really fun, spicy secrets while still keeping them thematically appropriate to the way the god is originally behaving. And especially now, it's kind of why I was like, well, the gods have been silent for 1,000 years, because it allows both of us, me, the DM, and you as the players, to think, what the fuck has happened?
Yeah.
They've been gone from the mortal world, but what have they been doing over the 1,000 years? How have they changed?
Yeah.
And that's you know, a fun thing to be able to play with. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here. I don't care who knows it. I want
That
to
is
get
cool to think, and I think that was kind of showcased in this past episode with the cultists of like that death cult. Because I kept looking at Dan like, what have you done?
Well, again, with the Midnight Death Cult, I was specifically taking inspiration from groups like in the real world, hyper radical sects of religions that like maybe they haven't even read the original religious texts that are important here. They've just taken a very generalized message and ran with it to the hills, right? They weren't. Just to outline it, we see that the magic that they were using to shoot those like the rays of sickness was from a ring, was from an artifact. It's not like they were changing or channeling divine power. We don't even know if Midnight had anything specifically to do with them directly.
Yeah.
But the way a god is worshipped changes over time, and the original messages get muddled and corrupted by radicalism and essentialism for what the people believe they need at that time. And these people chose violence and chose a god that they believed would help them justify that.
Yeah, that cultist was creepy. Like how keen they all were for death and destruction.
Nothing scarier than an enemy who doesn't care if they die.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I guess there are like actually, you know, physically and psychologically scarier things, but it's difficult to manage an opponent like that if you're dealing with them in a combative setting and they are welcoming what you are doing to them.
Yeah. You have a question in chat from Sam the Cat Mom. If you can answer this. So, what can we call Aelis's demon thing? Like, how can we refer to it? I've been saying hunger paralysis demon.
So I'm gonna use the elven word that they use. That's actually in one of the wiki docs that I've seen, because you've clearly heard it said at least once by somebody. It is referred to, and I'm gonna type it in chat. It is referred to as the Zilirian. And the Zilirian directly translates in Elven to mean sacred treasure. I have the Elven etymology for that if anybody's interested in it, but that is what the official title for it is.
Sacred treasure is on my dating profile.
Absolutely. That is what even before there was a being attached to it, that is what the sort of the ritual item was called. That is what somebody would have heard or heard referred to, like I was describing to Sal when Sal rolled a history check on it, the burden of Ica, That's what somebody else might know it as, but that the official name is the Zilirian. Is that my cat yelling at me? No, we're fine.
If you're good, I'm thinking like about 10 more minutes, and then we can go right into somebody else's stream.
I'm about as good as I'm gonna get. We've got the Envy of the Forgotten King here, booply brushed and
Nice.
dirtied.
Is that like a robe?
It was like a robe of arcane energy, and now it's like a robe of shadow.
Ooh.
That's what we're doing there. We've got this thing, which I actually cannot tell you what it's going to be.
With 5 arms.
And then I've just finished dry brushing something for later, a different episode. This like Spriggan Ant Tree Spirit thing.
Nice.
Just a little more depth, some shading in there. Looks much better.
Very productive of you.
Bink, bink, bink. Done. Yay! And now I've got to wash my like heinous bioorganic paint away. The sooner I can be rid of that is the better.
That phrase, bioorganic. That's like the Chamber
You
of
saw it in
Secrets
the-
has been opened, and you're using
Yeah, it is.
bioorganic paint.
It really is that way. It kind of looks like that kind of mess. Right, this is close. Gotta make sure you close all your paints, friends at home. This is the cardinal sin is that I don't close my paints tight enough, and then I end up with pots and pots of bioorganic paint, which is not ideal. Yeah, they're all shut. Yay! Okay, hell yeah. Again, now I just have to remember to bring these guys on Monday.
Yeah.
And I know somebody was asking about, or somebody messaged me actually, about checking something should be arriving to our post box tomorrow. So I'll be checking that before Monday as well. I can't believe you guys have been, the spirit of generosity that the Bards fans have in general, let alone just
I
about the
know.
post box, is really astounding and continues to just like thrill me and makes me want to give back to this community as much as possible, because you guys are just the best. We couldn't have asked to have stumbled across a better little sort of pocket of people on the internet.
Yeah.
However and whenever you ended up here, it's all welcome.
Agreed. I know you said like picking up the stuff from the P.O. box the other day made you emotional, and I made fun of you, and then you showed up at the apartment and I got teary-eyed
Yeah.
when you like physically showed me the stuff.
It's crazy to like we're just. I'm gonna tell John that. That's great. It's just nuts to we were just like a bunch of idiot friends playing D&D on camera together, and to then be sent, gorgeous fan art and box 7 fans is it's mind melting almost.
Yeah.
It's difficult to wrap my head around it sometimes.
Yeah. And y'all are just so lovely in the Discord too.
The best, the actual best.
As someone who works from home and is alone a lot of the time, it's so nice to have the Discord because it feels like I'm not alone.
Yeah, and again, like Squeeby, that part of it is that it's difficult for at least for me to remember that you guys aren't actually at the table with us. I know we say that all the time, but even now doing the stream, I would like say things out loud, and it would surprise me when it was only Hannah's voice coming back.
Yeah.
You've become a very integral part of like what we do and who we are. So it's right back at you.
Yeah.
Bagels and Schmear, if you want to think of Sableye, but like without the big, no, they don't hold the big gem in the regular form. If you stretch Sableye out to like 8-9 feet tall with really long limbs, that's where we can, and like greasy hair of like liquid ink, that's pretty right. The Sableye grin is very right.
Is that Demon Slayer?
No, it's Pokemon. Hang on, I can't put images in the chat.
Oh, wait.
Sableye's this like
I know.
little jewel digging gremlin. Oh no, this is my light. I'm a mess. Yeah, this was fun. We should do this as often as we can,
This is lovely.
I think.
It's a great way to have a Friday. I will be gone this coming Friday, but maybe y'all do something if you have time, or on another day of the week. We're kind of shooting from the hip on this.
Yeah, I mean it's low stakes
Yeah.
and fun.
Yeah.
The Venom thing, in the way it operates, yes. I'm gonna yes and no, but every time I describe it, I'm trying not to directly be like, it's like the symbiote, but like, yeah, I see you. Ruby.
Oh, Hell Hunter, hello.
Oh. Good. I keep almost reaching over to drink this because it looks kind of appetizing.
Oh, your paint water looks way better than my paint water. My paint water is just like gray. It looks kind of like tomato juice, like you have like a Bloody Mary.
Oh man, yours looks like the gray stuff from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Not to assist in making it look more, unfortunately. I'm not drinking the fruit punch, Sherry. I'm not doing it.
Have you ever drank the slop water at a bar?
The what?
The slop bucket water. Have you not ever
What
done
is that?
Like when you're working at a bar and you don't have like a sink or something, like you're at an event, you usually have like it's called like
the dump
a slop
bucket?
Yeah, the dump bucket. Have you ever taken a shot out of that?
So not at a bar, but in college, there was when we had our bigs, our seniors were still there. When they would host parties, they would do that. They would, at the end of the night, they would go around and collect all the half-drunk drinks and the bottles that were a little too empty to keep but not completely empty, and they'd just dump everything into a big bottle, and eventually at the end of the year they'd call it Skid Row. And it was like they'd bring it to a party at some other party that you'd have to pay to drink things at, and they'd be like, you don't have to pay to drink this, you just have to suffer through drinking it.
Ew. A year's worth of
unfinished liquor. Yeah.
No, but like I would just be so worried about like the lemon and lime juice that has been sitting there for years, and no.
Nope, I'm good.
I did
I'm good.
Right before the pandemic. Speaking of temping, we're going back to the beginning of the stream. Speaking of temping, I was temping an event at NASDAQ, and I was a bartender, and when you're temping those like events, it just kind of can get funny. And so this guy who Woody and I were working with was like, how much money would it take you to take a shot out of the slop bucket?
Nope. Tell me he did it.
I was like, well, how much you got? And he was like, $20. And I was like, I don't know, that's not enough. And he goes, well, he was a great salesman. He goes, you can do it, get the $20, say you've done it, and never have to do it again. And the Gryffindor in me was like, you make a salient point. And so I did. And it was right before COVID. So I think that's why I made it through, yeah.
Jesus Christ, how did it taste?
It was fine. Like,
okay.
I don't know. I don't have like an issue with flavors usually. It's more of textures, and it was just like, a liquid.
Just ethanol.
Yeah, it just kind of tasted like water. Like it was like ice and liquor, so it just kind of tasted like watered down jungle juice essentially, without the Everclear.
Great.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah. But I try to be like a responsible person all the time.
Sure.
And like present myself as a responsible person, but I do have that like Gryffindor in me that's like YOLO. Like when I shook the water bottle and removed the cap during stream.
Yeah. That was so wild of you. I've never seen you behave that way, but just to like fucking do it, it was something possessed you.
Yeah.
Wait, the little parade of the paper clips, they look so good.
Oh, I'm glad you like them.
They look so good.
I like the bright colors. They're really nice to... I'll keep working on these. They need to dry.
Amazing.
But then I think I'm going to keep working on the family tree. And I would love to stream finishing the family tree on here.
Yeah.
But that won't be for a couple weeks, so we'll see.
The family tarot
if we want to wait that long. Yeah, the family tarot spread. The family spread.
I want to get that out there to get more tinfoil theories cooking, because I think seeing the full spread of it at least writing it out for me, I was like, oh, there are some lines here that I wasn't even aware of till I actually sat down and like physically thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as I've said, even for the gods, death is impermanent. So.
Cause YOLO, LOL.
Yeah. Well, in Regulus, it's anything but YOLO, right?
So true.
You might live more than once. You're just not going to be the same. Something will always change
So
once
it's
you
like,
pass that threshold.
Just do it for
Oh.
the plot.
Since we're nearly at the end of the stream, let me. Hey, big baby, come here. He's looking cuddly, so I'm going to bring him in one final time.
Oh yes, we need Kitty Boy to go out.
Yeah.
Do do
Mm-hmm.
do 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 do.
Look at you. You have the adoring public, Calzone. Anything you wish to say to them? Can I get one more statement from you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, okay,
That's all.
gang. We're gonna go raid someone and show them some Bards love, some Boney love. And we'll see you on Monday for the stream, for Woody's final stream before he goes off to grad school. So please, if you can, show up even for a little while. I know it will mean so
The world
much to
to
him. Yeah, he's really sad to be leaving like his life in New York City and to be not with Bards in person. And he knows it's like for, you know, future stuff so that he can come back and, you know, be a teacher. But he will miss you all, and so I think setting him off will be, it's gonna make him cry, I think.
Yeah. It would be the best gift you can give him. We're probably all gonna cry, to be honest, but 3 geese in a trench coat. Thank you for following.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Let's see who we can raid.
Yeah, who's around? I see Legends of Avantris is around.
Oh, are they on? We might raid into them.
They're doing fine on viewership, that's for sure, but...
Let's see. Dungeons and Dragons.
Not the socks. Anything but the socks again.
Legends of Avantris.
Yeah, he's gonna have a great few years. I think he's very excited to go, but he's too good at building a foothold for himself within the story of the campaign, and now is reluctant to leave it. So we're gonna give him an exit to be worth remembering. I think that's the goal.
All right, I'll
Give
give
him
you
some loot he can take with him.
I'll give you a choice. We have Untitled RPG Project.
Okay.
They're doing a one-shot called
Okay.
Wild Sheep Chase. Sounds very fun.
Okay.
Or we can do Legends of Avantris. They just did like they're doing like a plushie launch celebration for one of their characters.
Let's do the sheep one shot.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. That sounds our speed. Not that I don't
Okay.
love Legends of Avantris, but why not?
Yeah. Okay, so
All
go
right,
show them
folks.
some love.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. This is a really lovely little stream. And see you Monday night. Be there or be square. Welcome to the tomb.
Welcome to the tomb. That's terrifying.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh, now we're being raided. God damn it.
Are we being raided?
Oh, no, we raided them.
Yeah.
No. I missed all the thing.
Okay.
We're raiding. We're pillaging.
We are raiding.
Right. See
Okay.
you all later.
Love you all. I'm gonna hit raid now. We'll see you on Monday and in the Discord
Bye,
in the
bro.
meantime. Bye. How do I switch it out?
Nice. There they are.